Whatever you are going through is definitely temporary. Whatever hardship you may be going through is definitely temporary. And I just wanted to come on today's Sunday school. It's kind of short, but it's just something that I feel you may need to hear. So today's Sunday school comes from Psalm 34, verses 17 through 20. And Psalm 34, verses 17 through 20 says, "The righteous cry, and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all of their troubles. The Lord is near unto them that are of a broken heart, and saves such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them from them all. He keeps his bones, and not one of them is broken." So, what does that mean? I just wanted to come on. Sometimes when we go through seasons of hardships, when we go through seasons of heartbreak, when we go through seasons of sorrow, just having a hard time. Maybe it's a financially hard time. Maybe it's a transition for you. Maybe you're transitioning out of a relationship, or maybe you're transitioning into a new relationship. Maybe you're trying to figure out co-parenting. Maybe you're trying to figure out blended family situations. Whatever it is, the initial or the intermittent, whatever it is, but the hardship that comes sometimes is definitely temporary. I just want to let you know that God is there. He's present. He's working it out. And I will say that every situation offers the opportunity to learn. It offers the opportunity to grow. It offers the opportunity to have more conversations with God as you seek God for encouragement, you seek God for answers. A lot of times during the hard times is when we seek God, just for resolution. But in those times, it strengthens our communication with Him. So there are a lot of good things that can come from hard times. And like I said, it also could be hard times. I don't know, maybe you're going through something at the job, or maybe it's something personal, maybe it's a health issue, maybe maybe it's a confrontation, maybe it's an argument, maybe it's tension between you and a loved one. Whatever it is, I just want to let you know that it is definitely temporary. Things happen in seasons, and things happen in cycles. And having said that, it encourages you to hold on. And I don't want you to feel like this is all that it will ever be. I don't want you to feel like this is all that there will ever be for you. I don't want you to feel like this is the final chapter. I don't want you to feel as if what's happening now is going to be the climate for the rest of your life, because that is not true. So be encouraged and hold on. Do whatever is necessary, whatever you can do, and whatever is outside of the scope of what you have the capability of doing. Just know that God is working that part out, right? So there's always that balance between, well, what am I responsible for, and what am I supposed to have faith for, and just wait for God to change. And what I have learned is that the only thing that I'm obligated to do, or the only thing that's required of me, is what I can do. So beyond what I can do, that's what God does. Because there is a level of ability, and a level of wisdom, and a level of stewardship that God has entrusted unto us. We are created in His own image. So being created in God's image, we have a lot of wisdom, we have a lot of power, we have a lot of ability to make decisions. A lot of times it's easy for Christians to get stuck in decision paralysis, because sometimes we over spiritualize things that we have been given authority over, right? So operating within the confines of common sense, and knowing what's wrong, what's right, what's the ethical thing to do, what's the best thing to do, what's the best financial move to make, right? What's the best strategic move to make. You have the mind of Christ. Like, you have a mind that is gifted to be able to process deductive reasoning, to be able to just problem solve, to be able to go through the process of problem solving and deductive reasoning. So that doesn't go away, once you become saved, or once you become Christian. If anything, it becomes more prominent and stronger, because you're constantly, or you should be constantly, in a place where you're learning and growing and reading, and you're evolving. So don't escape what you can do within this hard season, right? So I don't want you to be complacent where it's just like you're kind of sitting on your hands and not utilizing the abilities that God has given you to change your situation, to at least do what you can to change your mindset, to learn and to grow, right? So take some time to assess your situation and assess what's going on and ask yourself, what can I do? What am I capable of doing? What has God empowered me to do? What are the options that I have? Because when you look at that, those are the things that God's waiting for you to do what you can do because He empowered you to do it. Things that you can't control, those are the things you don't worry about. Those are the things you don't fret over. You can't control other people's actions. You can't control what other people, say about you. There are some things, there are some environmental things that you have no control over, but you can control how you respond to those things. You can't control whether or not you worry. You can't control whether or not it stresses you out to the point that you have health issues and have ulcers. You can choose to trust. You can choose to have faith in the face of those situations that you can do nothing about. So I just want you to know that as you're going through this temporary season of whatever hardship it is, it definitely will pass. Apply whatever abilities God has given you during the season. Do whatever you can. And everything else, let go and let God. I love you so much. And I will leave you again with Psalm 34, verses 17 through 20. And again, it says, the face of the Lord is against, no, I'm sorry, that's 16. 17 says, the righteous cry, and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all of their troubles. The Lord is near those that are of a broken heart, and save such as be of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers them from them all. So all of the afflictions, God is guaranteeing He's going to deliver you from all your afflictions. He delivers you from all of your troubles. It says that the righteous cry and the Lord hears. So your cries have not been unheard. The righteous cry and the Lord hears, and He delivers them. He delivers you from all of your troubles. So, despite what it looks like around you, know that God's hand is already moving on your behalf. God is already putting things in place. You just stay in a place of praise, stay in a place of gratitude, stay in a place of worship. That's where you stay, that's where you exist. So that as you're going through this hard time and as you're going through this hard season, your heart stays anchored. The wind blows and you may go a little bit to the right and you may get sway a little bit to the left, but make sure that you're anchored and you're centered in the truth. And the truth is that God delivers you and promises to deliver you out of every hard time, out of all your troubles, the trials and tribulations. You are being delivered right now as we speak. So hold on to that. Don't get caught up on what people are saying around you. Don't get caught up in what it looks like around you. Keep your heart steady. Keep your mind focused on God and His truth and His word. He keeps His bones and not one of them is broken, right? So hold on to that verse. Read that verse, meditate on it throughout the week as much as you need to meditate on it. Go back to it and revisit it. Make it a mantra. Hold on to it as long as you need to because it's the truth. Because what sense does it make for us to meditate on lies, right? Because a lot of times it's easy for our imagination to go a day ahead, 2 days ahead, and then we imagine and we create these pictures of the worst possible outcome or an outcome that we don't want to face. And why let your mind go there? Why let your mind go down the path of a negative, a wicked imagination when you have the option of the truth? I say hold on to the truth and let your imagination come up with scenarios where you come out victoriously, right? Because the truth is that, again, the righteous cry and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all of their troubles. The Lord is near those who have a broken heart. So those of you watching who are brokenhearted, the Lord is right there. Just cry out and talk to Him. Take some quiet time and just have a conversation with Him so that you can feel His hand hold your heart and mend the broken pieces. And He saves those that are of a contrite spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, right? But the Lord delivers him out of them all. So it doesn't say that afflictions that don't come to the righteous, but it does say that even though righteous have many afflictions, God delivers us from them all. Be encouraged. Again, like I said, that's Psalm 37. I'm sorry, that's Psalm 34, verses 17 through 20. Hold on to that. Let that be your meditation and have a blessed week.